My first story has to be, I was delirious one night, and I did my Young Money part. I came out Young Maine for president. I probably paint the White House black. At the end of every verse, I always shout out the city. So I'm delirious. I'm like, I say, what's really hood? Chicago! I'm talking about they went crazy with me the whole verse. And I'm wondering why it's so quiet. I was in Detroit, man. I was in Detroit. I want to get away. I know that commercial. I really was like, man. So I messed up big time, right? I had to play it off like the next person I brought out. I said, what's really good, 313? And it kind of made noise. But by then I heard like a lot of people was already pissed off. My Twitter went crazy, but that's cool. And another story I had the other night, I was in, let me tell you a great story that I had, you know, a cool story. So the other night, it was pretty dark in Indianapolis. And I'm just walking, moseying on around. I got my shades on and it's pitch black. They had a gate that I thought was like I could clear, and I'm moving. I'm trying to get to the stage, I'm late. This the gate, this me, bam. I go out there with a big ass pussy on my forehead, literally. I ain't have no hat on, I'm bleeding and everything. I'm like, please hope the camera don't come on. So that was a pretty messed up story, a rookie mistake. I was in Indianapolis and they had a female on this bus. She was sitting like right about here. Right about here, exactly. And she was a Caucasian female. And my Young Money youngins kind of set up for failure. We got a cat named Mr. Wendell on the bus. And they was like, tell Mr. Wendell, you look like fucking Mr. Cooper, which he really does, but and so she hollered out, hey, Mr. Wendell, you look like fucking Mr. Cooper, you bitch. So Mr. Wendell naturally, look, I don't play with you bitches. He got real adult chest up on her. So then, our bus driver named CeeLo, they was like, hey, tell CeeLo that he looks like a burnt milk dog. He's a dark-skinned guy. He been around for a minute. She was like, hey, CeeLo, you like a fucking burnt milk dog, you bitch. CeeLo came on this bitch, and I tell you that, put it like this, she got kicked off. I don't want to give all the details, but it wasn't cool. Pretty much picked up, and the bitch was like 200 pounds. It was a big old, like Amazon Caucasian. So it was fucked up is her girl had her phone, her girl had already left. It was just a fucked up situation. So, and as far as the sex stories on tour, every night's been pretty successful. Shit has been great. Great noises, great asses. I was in Minneapolis in the lobby. It's like 5 in the morning. There's a Cash Money guy. I'm not gonna say his name. This guy's like 50 years old, honestly. I'm not gonna say names, that's not important. Talking to like an 18-year-old Ethiopian. Her accent is just funny. So I walk in, he's like, yeah, Mack Maine, these hoes is lame. I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, yeah, for sure. I don't even know what this about. So they go to fussing. Ethiopian not having that shit, she fussing back. So security comes in front of her face, asking her to leave, this, that, and the third. The guy calls her a bitch again. So she going toward him. Security trying to stay in front of her. She got a big ass fucking bottle of water about this big. She get close to him and drench him with the water. Why he talking like, drown him almost like, oh, like that. But mind you, all the water goes on the floor. As soon as it happened, he tried to make a swift move. When I tell you this man hit the motherfucking ground so hard, it's like he hit it so hard, like say this the ground. Boom, boom. He bounced up like hydraulics, homie. I'm like, damn, so the bitch done threw water in your face and she made you fall. And you can't touch it. You should have been asleep, homie. It's 5:30 in the morning, you 50 years old. What the fuck is you doing in the lobby with an 18-year-old freshman? But when you see this, don't be mad at me. We were in Minneapolis on tour with Wayne, America's Most Wanted tour.
You know, I was real fresh, you feel me? I was ready to go to sleep, laid down, got that call like, yeah, need you to come do this verse. And I was like, I wasn't even thinking about no, like, you know, I wouldn't have went to the club like if we had to go to the studio, you know. So that's the thing though, like you always gotta be ready. But that's the thing I like about working with them, like, you know, they hard workers over here at Young Money, so.
Some girls came up to the bus after the show. They asked, I don't want to cuss, but they asked, can we sing Lil Wayne's? Can we do Lil Wayne? Man told him.
All of the dancers, road manager, and the artists, including Drake, who I should have choked for this when I found out. They dared me to take a shot, and I didn't know what a shot really was.
Man, I love art. It's just fascinating just to see the way people put things together. It's like words, you know what I'm saying? But you get a chance to see the picture instead of just being the words, and just try to imagine what would you be thinking if you was doing this picture, or what would this picture represent to you?